Welcome back to the Exile into Dark Waters campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We're going into the second mission of the campaign. Welcome to Valhalla Station, the military headquarters of the Outer Rim Syndicate. I am Tactical Arbiter James Wallace. I'll be briefing you while your fighters are undergoing repair. I will not waste your time on formalities. All of you were there when it happened. You saw it with your own eyes. Earth, the EFN's capital world and humanity's ancestral home, has fallen to the Shivans. The Shivan juggernaut fleet bombarded the entire planet from orbit. This is a terrible blow for the entire human race. We only have preliminary estimates on the number of casualties, but it is clear they toll in the high billions. Estimates of the 4th Uranian and 5th Neptunian fleets were deployed. Elements of the 4th Uranian and 5th Neptunian fleets were deployed to support the EFN's final stand at Earth. When the Shivan juggernaut showed up earlier than expected, however, Valhalla Command decided to withdraw our forces. Did the Adrasta come with us? Meanwhile, what's left of our own fleets is struggling to defend Europa, Io, Ganymede, and other Outer Rim colonies. With the majority of the Shivan fleet still committed to bombarding Earth and fighting the EFN, the ORS is intensifying efforts to evacuate the civilian population of the Outer Rim. We managed to destroy the Shivan battle group which attacked our own capital world of Europa. However, we cannot hope to hold our ground indefinitely. The Sathanas Armada will come for us when it's finished with Earth, so we must move quickly in order to save as many of our people as possible. Regrettably, we must inform you that the Outer Rim destroyer Thor, the ORS flagship under the command of High Fleet Master Christian Glinsman, was destroyed during the defense of Europa. The Thor was instrumental in our victory at Europa, but in the end the Thor was brought down by a surprise attack by the SD Xemagis, which withdrew before her remaining escorts could engage in earnest. Christian Glinsman died a hero of the Syndicate. He fought right until the bitter end to drive the Shivans away from our worlds. For that, he will be remembered. Fleet Master Calithus of the Outer Rim Destroyer Demetrius is now acting commander of the Outer Rim Syndicate fleet until a new High Fleet Master can be selected by the magistrates. Because of our pending evacuation, most of Valhalla Station's stockpiles are being prepared for transportation. You have to go into combat with what limited resources we immediately have available to us. Valhalla Station has access to the Syndicate military standard fighter classes. The Claymore is the fastest and most agile interceptor in the arsenal. While ideal for escort duties, its agility is offset by a single secondary bank. The Defender, on the other hand, is a versatile space superiority platform that was derived from the GTF Ulysses, a Great War era design. Between its primary hardpoints and secondary storage capacities, the Defender's firepower is highly recommended. You have also been You have also been granted access to the standard armaments your squadron utilized during the attempted rescue of the Damascus. Our fighters are equipped with the Prometheus N cannon. This is a multi-purpose assault weapon that has a reputation of being somewhat mediocre. Bolster its effectiveness with a Pulsar PC-9 auxiliary ion cannon. The PC-9 is designed to rapidly overload enemy shields and neutralize subsystems. As for secondaries, you have the Stinger Aspect Lock missile and the MX-112 medium-range Swarm missile. Put them both to good use. Last but not least, let me remind you that Valhalla Station has several squadrons of upgraded Centaur-class support ships at our disposal similar to the Centaurs deployed aboard the Damascus. Next-generation ammunition transfer modules allow your fighters to be rapidly resupplied in combat conditions. Additionally, the upgraded Centaurs can deploy a contingent of nanotech drones that will repair your fighter's hull integrity up to 60% during standard docking procedures. Keep this in mind and do not hesitate to call upon them for rearm or repairs, especially when you might encounter a brief lull in combat. Swan Song. Welcome to Valhalla Station, pilots. I'm Tactical Arbiter Pavlis Hemming. I know you've been waiting for orders, and I apologize for the delay. Repairs on your fighters are almost complete. That's the good news. The bad news is that Mars has just been obliterated by the Sathanas fleet. What's left of both the EFN and ORS fleets are spread thin throughout the Sol system, so it's only a matter of time before the Shivans return and turn their full attention to Valhalla Station. Europa will soon come under orbital bombardment a second time, and Valhalla Station is already under siege. High Command has already evacuated aboard the Demetrius. However, most of Valhalla Station's personnel are still here coordinating the evacuation of civilians from Europa and have yet to leave. Our primary objective is to complete the evacuation from Valhalla Station before we're overrun. We are preparing 4 transport ships for launch. They are charged with ferrying away as many station crew members as they can carry. Your first objective is to clear a path by eliminating all Shivan forces attacking the station. When Lambda Wing's transports leave the hangar bay, you will provide escort until they jump to a safer location. The Ida Lewis, a large Hephaestus-class mining vessel, is currently docked with Valhalla Station. It is also being prepared for departure as we speak and will be carrying everything we cannot afford to leave behind. It is of the highest priority that the Ida Lewis leaves the field of engagement intact. You have pending orders to protect it once it is ready to proceed. At this time, Valhalla Station is currently being defended by the frigates Harmattan and Dioscuri, the 2 frigates which escaped from Earth alongside you. They will provide the firepower necessary to eliminate Shivan warships, but you must defend them against incoming bomber strikes. The Damocles, the Tycheus-class heavy frigate, is also inbound to support us and should arrive within a few minutes. Should be arriving or should arrive. Should arrive is better because it's not passive voice. That's all, pilots. Your fighters should be ready for launch now. I wish you luck out there. We could certainly use a lot of it right about now. Primary objectives. Cover Valhalla evacuation. The Interceptor isn't any faster, so we'll stick with this. Alright, seems good. Let's hit it. Here we go. Keep your heads on a swivel and watch out for incoming beam fire, kids. I forbid you to die idiotic deaths. Is that clear? Is that understood? Avoid an idiotic death. Clear as crystal, boss. Alright, Alpha 4 on me will be covering the Harmattan's approach. Beta target and engage the Shivan fighters accompanying the Donjon Halphus. Yep, evading. Damn it, I wanted to finish the job on that guy. Best part of the route reserved for us as always. There's the task into the with less talking and a lot more shooting. Less talking, more shooting, yes sir. Damn it. As for Ray, you disgusting creature. Hey, you, off my wingman. More insects incoming. Nice work, everyone. All shooting warships have been eliminated. We're no longer reading hostile IFFs in this sector. Well done, everyone. Maintain your defensive perimeter. We're resuming the evacuation. So, will we have the honor of escorting any syndicate officials? After all, Valhalla does happen to be the main seat of our government. No, because they already evacuated. They told us this in the briefing. Don't count on it, Nielsen. All the important bigwigs, including the magistrates, booked out a while ago. We're only escorting secondary personnel who stayed behind to help oversee Europa's evacuation. Federate or syndicate, the politicians always end up being the same. The first to gain power and the first to slip away in a transport when the shit gets thick. Can't be that bad. Some of the higher-ups in the chain of command must be keeping all this together. If we're no better than the Federates, then why did we rebel anyway? Go fix them up, support. Of course we're better than them. How can you even compare the magistrates to those Federate dogs? High Magistrate Al-Zardari is absolutely nothing like those assholes who died back on Earth. We're gonna be created. The one that doesn't need it. Hey, little princess, the fairy tale is over. Gonna go back to reality, or Al-Zardari is either dead or a long way from here. Doesn't give a fuck about you. Either way. Go repair betas 2 and 4. All in all, the Federates seem more human to me now than they once did. They defended Earth with their dying breath. Better to go out fighting than hiding in the Outer Rim, watching everything you know get reduced to cinders. We're not going to be dying that way, Widow. Mark my words, alright? No, mark my words. Alright, cut the chatter and get back to work. You can discuss the meaning of life when ours aren't being threatened by swarms of buggies. Not typically what that word means, but okay. Support? You want to maybe repair my wingman? Alright, transports are away. Logistical personnel and engineer teams. Look alive, everyone. Brahma Wing's going after the transports. Beta move to intercept. Ah, damn it. That's for Ray, you disgusting creature. It is Lambda 1, ready to jump to the rendezvous point. Engaging subspace drive now. Alright. Lambda 1 and 2 have successfully left our zone of control. All units, Shivan bombers have entered the field of engagement. Runways on attack vector of Valhalla Station. Got him. They're taking down the Shivan forces. Heads up, everyone. I just heard Shivan 2's on scope. The SD Messina and the SD Cannon. Genetically is being deployed as we speak. Bring examples on stage where the drivers are hot and ready to toast some bugs. Enjoy the fireworks, Valhalla. All units, fire in the hole. They're both disabled. Bombers are intercepted. Last group of transports leaving the hangar bay. Beta form up around making your top priority set them safely out of the area. Beta 4, seriously. All support. Spark no focus now. Vision is closing on the transports. Oh crap, I'm out of position. Alright, back to Lakshmi. And if you're ready to depart, our thanks for the escort, pilots. Nicely done, Spark. All the transfers made it out. Take a look to Rearm if you need to, kids. Now probably a good time. Outstanding, pilots. We completed transferring our remaining personnel and supplies onto the Ida Lewis. All units assume escort positions to protect the Ida Lewis at all costs. That is your primary objective now. Alright. Four minutes, 40 seconds to waypoint. Hasn't even cleared the docking ring yet. Warm up your guns, feel more fucking insects inbound. Couple bombers closing fast and our shots about 3 days and something else. All fast free. Sounds good. Let's get everybody really up the chance. More insects incoming. How many of these guys are there? Disabled, huh? New contact on scope, new forces incoming. This is it. The idol is jumping out. Excellent work, everyone. Audience ready to jump out. We're seeing the coordinates for our designated rendezvous point. Be sure to count those buggies a harsh lesson today. Well, what I think he means is we'll see the damn factory ship. You heard him right. Hitting no jumping our rendezvous. I'm fed up with this place. Reactivating Valhalla Station's communications beacons. Remotely setting primary reactors overload on loss of structural integrity. When the Shivans are to finish off Valhalla Station, the explosion should be massive and wholly bag some of the insects in the process. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. I do not want to be here when that happens. Or anywhere, like, in the same planetary system. Tactical Arbiter Hemming. Welcome to the Ida Lewis, pilots. Your performance out there was spectacular. We were able to evacuate all remaining personnel and left very little, if anything, behind for the Shivans. A job well done indeed. The Ida Lewis is currently outbound toward a rendezvous point near Charon, where we aim to regroup before planning further action against the Shivans. The latest reports show the fleet, already exhausted and low on morale, has been heavily decimated. As grim as that might sound, ORS forces still remain in a fair state of combat readiness. Unfortunately, those reports also indicated that only a handful of Federates managed to escape Earth. Their forces are currently in no condition for further combat. Therefore, the responsibility of continuing humanity's resistance against the Shivans falls to our own fleet. We recovered enough supplies for the Ida Lewis's technicians to get your fighters ready for your next sortie. I'm sure you will be needed again soon. For now, we prepared quarters for you so you can get some rest. You might not get another chance for a while. Dismissed. Alright, no recommendations. 28 total kills with 10 assists. 6 Scorpions, 1 Basilisk, 5 Ashmas, 5 Maras, 2 Astaroths, 3 Nephilim Bombers, 5 Tower V Bombers, and 1 Seraphim Bomber. Bringing our all-time total for the campaign to 37 kills with 17 assists. So this was Swan Song, the second mission of the Exile Into the Dark Waters campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.